Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, the honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to the Akim that's out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. Real quick video, might only be a few minutes or so. I just ran across this post put up by, I just closed it, Salaka. That's what I got to save as an image. Give me a second. Right, so Salaka, I don't exactly remember what brother posted this. It was probably JMS dedication, but I'm probably wrong about that. But yeah, because I opened it up earlier and it closed out, so it is what it is. But yeah, man, we've been seeing a lot of these chariot sightings as of lately, and as time goes on, more prophecies happen, more BS happens, right? More stupidity happens, more signs happen, the more we're going to see these chariots pop up. All right, and it's all part of prophecy, right? And the YAHAWAH Shemi Shah, this is further confirmation that he's looking over us, man. He's looking over us, and he's looking down at this bloody city, right? Is going soon to be destroyed, right? So, like I said, real quick video. This is the book of one second. Right, this is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 28. It says, and when these things begin to come to, let's go up a little bit. It says the return of Yahawah when the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ, right? Luke 21 and 25. All right, let's start there. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, right? Men's hearts failing them for fear, all right, and for looking after those things which are coming upon on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken, all right. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory, all right. Because the Lord said He's not gonna, He's not gonna meet thee as a man, all right. He's gonna meet thee as a power, all right. It says, verse 28. It says, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. And this is what I wanted to get, right? This is the main point of what I wanted to get in this video, right? When you see these things, wars, rumors of wars, pestilences, earthquakes in diverse places, famines, etc., and all of the above, right? Even things that aren't even listed in the Bible, because even the scriptures, there are some things that aren't specifically listed in the Bible. So, but what happens is you can equate that to something like let's say, because they have several sicknesses that is in the Bible, sicknesses that we have today. All right, but there are some sicknesses that we have today that are not listed in the Bible, but you put them in a category with pestilences. All right. So there are going to be a lot of things, or certain things that are not going to be listed in the Bible, but they're in categories, right? So again, you see these things. The Lord said, "By terrible things of righteousness wilt thou answer us," right? You have these a whole ton of Christians that was talking about a rapture that was supposed to happen yesterday. Right now, it's September. It's 7 p.m. Right. September 24th. These people where's that pastor, by the way? Where is he at? Right? Where is he at? Where is he explaining to his congregation that, okay, wow, you know what I mean? Where is he at? Right? But anyway, these signs, they people try to pinpoint a certain day. You can't pinpoint a certain day, but what you can do, all right, because the Lord still gave us pretty much a clock to look out for, right? Or like a sort of like a prophecy clock, right? What you can look out for are the signs. Then you will know what time it is, all right? Whether it's time for deliverance, which obviously is not, all right, because it's still so much happening right now. I mean, right? Revelation 13, what's up with that? Right? That hasn't happened yet. Right? So the Lord gave us signs, right, to help us understand the time period we are currently in, right? So right now we're in a time of mercy, and the doors of mercy are shutting. All right. You know, the raptures and all this other stuff. I mean, you talk about a rapture, half of you Christians ain't even prove yourself. You talk about a rapture, man, a lot of y'all, I'd say half of you Christians, if you in that Christianity, you ain't prove yourself worth a damn. All right. But according to your doctrine, all right, according to all your doctrine, a lot of y'all ain't even prove yourself according to your doctrine, right? Like I said yesterday, you're talking about a rapture and things ain't even happened yet. You talk about a rapture and your faith hasn't even been tested yet. Who are you to sit up there and say that you are going to be taken up with God, man? That you are one of God's chosen, pretty much. Is when you talk about, yeah, I'm selling my stuffs because the rapture is coming and I know I'm going to be, you know what, but I'm going to leave things left behind for well, I'm going to leave some things behind for the people that are left behind. But how do you know they're not going to be raptured up? You know what I mean? So anyway, the Lord gave us signs. All right. By terrible things and righteousness is the Lord going to answer us. That's what the scripture says. So that's what you look out for. To try to pinpoint a time or a day is faithless. Let's say it doesn't happen in your lifetime. Let's say it doesn't happen in any of our lifetime, but it could happen 200 years from now. Do I hope that happens? No. The better, the sooner the better, right? Like tomorrow, but we understand. Let's be realistic. It ain't gonna happen tomorrow. You know what I mean? But it could. You just never know, man. But it could also happen 500 years from now. What do you want to do? What are you going to do? You gotta remember, man. And we understand we in a little bit of a different time right now, and a little bit more of a hectic time right now. You know, it's a lot of tension, so we do know it's close. But you gotta remember, man, the people of old, you know, the men of old, they prophesied for I don't know how long, man. Right? They thought a lot of that stuff was going to happen in their lifetime because, well, they started seeing the signs that are written in the Bible. But here we are, what, a few hundred to a couple thousand years later, right? And here we are. A lot of you don't believe in reincarnation, but here we are again, reincarnated, doing the same thing, playing out our lives, right? So when you start to see stuff like this on a high scale level, you should lift up your head, because your redemption draws nigh. Our redemption draws nigh, man. Is nearer than we believe, pretty much. Right? As the scriptures say. Let's get Ecclesiastes 12 real quick. I was going to close out, but I just thought of this. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh. When thou shalt say, have no pleasure in them. So don't wait until the last minute to try to get right with the Lord, as you people like saying. To try to get right, man. It ain't that last minute crap, man. I hate that last minute stuff, man. I really do. And I'm just a simple mortal man talking about that. What about the ultimate power? Talk about that last minute crap, man. Right? So it says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, meaning right now. Right? The youth is not talking about age right at this point. Especially now. It's talking about evil while the evil days come not. Talk about early days, man. While the evil days come not. What are these evil days? Well, you have Matthew 24. Well, you have Isaiah 13, right? All these prophetic scriptures, man, especially Revelation 13, but even before Revelation 13, right? Things are going to kick up, man. Things are going to escalate. Things are getting ready to kick off, all right? And that last minute crap don't fly, man. All right. Again, look at these as a sign, man. Right? Look at these as a sign. You got a thing called omens, and that's pretty much what this is, man. Right? This is why you see a lot of these pop up in conflicted areas. Like let's say a battle is happening, you'll see a lot more of these get spotted in that area. Right? So that's pretty much all I got on this video, man. Giving all praise, all the glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAKWADASH. Remember, man, our salvation is nearer than we think, man. Right? You know, it says, remember that scripture says, though it tarry, wait for it, and when it begins to show, surely it won't tarry. Well, right now it's starting to show, and these days are flying by really, really fast. All right, and so it's it's showing, and it's not tarrying anymore. Meaning messing around, meaning being late. Right? It's clearly happening. Right? These days, like I said, these days are flying by like it's nothing. Right? The more prophecy happens, the more the days get, the faster the days get. It's getting crazy, man. So anyway, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Shalom.